Hello everybody, my name is Kylerkiin, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Now, despair. Now, in the last episode, we left off on an enormous cliffhanger. We were in the middle of the party, the lights went out, the lights came back on, and it says, a shocking scene unfolded before our eyes. It's time to see what that scene is. That is... Mikan's appearance has been compromised. I'm sorry, I tripped again.
Seriously?
How do you trip and land like that?
Yay! An erotic pose! That's obviously a fan service moment. No! Please don't look at me! I can't take this at all! My hero! It's time to snatch some shots!
God dang! Ibuki!
There's no way I can do that. Please forgive me. Just forgive me already.
How long does this scene
It would be
last?
best if we help her already.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Terribly sorry for all this trouble. So sorry.
Hey.
Yeah, from now on, just be careful.
Huh?
Oh, I'm glad the lights are back here. Back here, too.
Yay!
So you were the one who fixed the breaker, Kazuichi? You were definitely useful this time.
Hey.
Well, no, I couldn't find my way to the office with the circuit breaker.
Huh?
Then why are the lights back on? Who knows?
What? Are you
Don't
stupid?
who knows me. You're so useless. Alright, it's not my fault, you know. There's no way I could have found my way back to the office in that darkness.
Oh
What happened?
Did something happen? No, Byakuya is missing. Did he go somewhere?
Huh?
Byakuya. We immediately looked around the dining hall. Sure enough, Byakuya, who promised he would lead us in situations like this, was nowhere to be found.
Huh?
That's weird. He was here earlier, right? Did he run off somewhere during the blackout? In that pitch blackness?
Hey.
I'm a little worried. We should split up and go look for him. I'll look in the storage room. So I ask you to check the entrance, Hajime? Yeah, got it.
For now.
Then I guess I'll go look in the office.
Then...
Shall I go look in the hallway? I'll wait here since I'm kind of in the middle of eating anyways. She's still eating while this is going on. I must... bathroom. I must man up and check the bathroom. I don't understand this man up thing.
Jeez!
Mr. Hamhands ran away just because there was an itty-bitty blackout? Such a shameful leader. If I find him, I'm gonna finger flick him in the face as punishment. Even so, where did Byakuya go? I believe I have to check the entrance. I'm pretty sure that's what you said. Oh no! Ah! Oops! I have searched the hallway, but there's no sign of Byakuya. Where did he go? Is he outside? I haven't looked yet. I'll go check. Oh, that's a shadow. Hotel site. Chiaki and Monami are standing out front of the entrance. I guess they're watching out for Monokuma.
Huh?
Hajime, what about the party?
Oh,
It's not done yet, right? I haven't even joined in yet. Hey, Chiaki, did you see Byakuya pass by here? Byakuya? Nope, I didn't. But what happened to Byakuya? There was a sudden blackout inside the old building, and Byakuya vanished during that time. So we thought he might have gone outside, but... Nope, nobody came out. If nobody came out, does that mean he's still inside? If that's the case, we might have missed each other.
I think...
That's what I think.
Hey.
Hajime, how'd it go? Well, when I talked to Chiaki, she said that he didn't go outside.
That's...
No one inside the storage room either. He wasn't in the kitchen, obviously. No one was in the office.
It is strange.
Nobody was in the
no?
office?
That's
Huh?
weird.
What about Pekko? I thought she was supposed to be guarding that area.
Hey.
Well, actually, not even Pekko was there.
Huh?
Pekko's gone too? Maybe those two took advantage of the blackout to have themselves a major makeout session in the bathroom.
well done.
Snort, snort. Truly, truly outrageous. Did something happen, Akane?
It smells...
Well, do you any of you smell something?
Well...
When partially digested food is absorbed by the small intestine, it's decomposed by bacteria releasing gas, which is mostly absorbed in the intestinal tract, but whatever cannot be absorbed is excreted from the anus.
Yes.
Those are mechanics of farting, but farting isn't something to be embarrassed about.
It's not like that.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Wait.
It smells like blood. As Arcane's nose twitched like a beast, she suddenly pointed. It's coming from over there. A table at the very back of the dining hall. The smell of blood. What in the world is at that table? It's under there. Under the table? I dashed towards the table in the back, reached out towards the tablecloth, and then I stopped. Is this nervousness? Fear? Why am I nervous? It can't be. It obviously can't be. There's no way that's gonna happen. Without a shout, I grabbed the tablecloth. With a shout, I grabbed the tablecloth and flipped it back in one go. Byakuya was the first to go. For the rest of my life, I will never forget what I saw. What I saw. I saw the ultimate affluent prodigy, Byakuya Togami, already dead, and beyond recognition. Chapter 1. Destination, Despair, Deadly Life. Byakuya? Why is Byakuya... No. I just stood there, horrified as showers of screams rang behind me, as I gazed quietly at the body of my former friend.
Why?
Why?
What is this?
Hey!
This is impossible. Don't mess with me. This must be some kind of mistake. This can't be real blood, right? It's gotta be something like jam or sauce. Because if it's not this...
What the hell?
Good gracious, things took a turn for the worse. My. Now this is interesting. Oh, on this tropical paradise known as Jabberwock Island, the very first murder has finally taken place! Murder?
Could it be?
Hold on, that doesn't... What does this mean? Of course, Byakuya was killed by one of you! What?
Of course!
If you look at the body, you can tell instantly that he's obviously murdered. Looks like such a... He took... Oh, look! He has such a horrible expression on his face, don't you think? A face filled with regret that his life was ended by force, all thanks to someone else's selfish desires. To have a dying face such as this? If this isn't murder, then what the heck could it be? Byakuya was most likely sacrificed by someone who really wanted to leave this island. Lies. It's all lies. You're lying that he was murdered. Murdered. The moment I screamed that word, a thick, muddy feeling of despair swelled within my body, which means that I've accepted the fact that Byakuya was murdered. What is this? Is that really Byakuya?
Why?
Why did this happen? Why Byakuya?
Phew.
I see. It appears Fuyuhiko is the one who isn't here.
What are you gonna do?
So, in spirit of keeping everyone on the same page, how about we do this the usual way?
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Class trial?
Hey!
I've already explained this to you, right? If one of you gets murdered, the rest of you have to debate who you think is the blackened. You're telling us to figure out who the killer is? That's right. From this point on, you guys must investigate and uncover the blackened culprit.
That's impossible.
It can't be. Someone actually killed... There's no way. If you make out an outburst like that, you'll end up being a suspect. I won't believe it. One of us killed Byakuya? There's no way something as hopeless as that would ever happen.
No!
If you're actually thinking that way, it means you guys are already being conned by the killer. Come on, let's hurry up and begin. An impassioned, life-risking battle between you guys and the blackened. And it's already started. It started the moment one of you plotted to kill someone. Hey, what are you saying? Everyone please, you should not believe what Monokuma says. No matter how much you interfere, there is only ever one truth. On my grandfather's name. You have a grandpa?
On my grandfather's...
Grave. Grave? Your grandpa is dead? What happened to him?
On my grandfather's...
Plane? What happened to your grandpa? Did a plane crash? I don't even know where to begin at this rate.
You ain't my any partner anymore.
Ah! It hurts so much when you hit me with a charging corkscrew attack.
Did you see that? Just starting to display my power? Defy your big brother and I will show you no mercy. I will harden my heart and teach you a lesson you won't soon forget. If only I had my magic stick, I'd be able to fight back against Monokuma. So she does bleed?
Fine.
Yeah, whatever. Just leave with the whiny rabbit loser alone and get on with the investigation. Now then, in the spirits of lovely doubt and dovey deception, put your heart and soul into investigating. Yahoo! I wish you the best of luck! And with that, Monokuma vanished, leaving those of us who were grief-stricken alone in despair. What does this mean? I don't understand this at all. A search for Byakuyo's killer? Why did it turn out like this?
What's going on?
Ugh, give me a break. Why do I have to be involved in this horrible situation? You can't doubt each other, because you're all friends.
Understand?
But Mr. Ham-Hands really did get killed, right? And if we don't find out who the killer is, we're all gonna get killed, right? That being said, I cannot abide by this. Now that I finally made friends, there's no way I can doubt them. Seriously, did you even listen to what I said? It doesn't matter if you can abide by this or not. We gotta do this to survive, right? Then we have no choice but to do it. No! Friends doubting friends is a major no-no. Shut up! Just go away, you useless piece of trash. Threats are scary. Do we really have to do this? No, I don't want to do something like this. I don't want to do it either. It sounds scary. However, it is just as Hiyoko said. If we're going to get killed for not doing it, then we must do it. But still, I can't believe one of us killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe it. There's no way. So, for that reason,
Yep.
I'll do it. I'll investigate Byakuya's death. I will do my best to prove that there is no killer among us. There's no need to deceive or doubt each other.
There's no mistake.
But that which is trying to crush us, this despair, this hopeless reality, that's the real enemy we need to fight. If I'm going to survive this, then I have to fight it. Before you start, can I say something?
Well?
In closed circle of detective games, the player usually has to decide on who's going to guard the crime scene. What should we do?
I know!
Oh yeah, it would be bad if the killer destroyed the evidence and got away with it. Destroy the evidence? Look over there, that big, bulky, brawny guy is perfect for the guard job. Oh! What the heck? What happened?
Man.
That guy has a sensitive heart despite his looks. Is that what that means?
Hey!
I can be the one who watches the crime scene. I don't have enough confidence to investigate the body. It's not like I have the brains either. I'll just stay by Byakuya's side. That's the least I can do. That's what guard duty is, right? Mahiru.
I'll do my best.
I'll do my best. I'll do my very best. Not get in your way.
Yes.
I have medical training, so if it's not too much trouble, I can perform an autopsy, please. So you're going to stay as well? Is that okay? And what specifically should we be doing now? I have no idea. It's pretty obvious we're all just amateurs. Going through each grain of sand on a beach just to find a clue would be a waste of time. The only one who can do that are the police. There's no way amateurs like us would be able to do that.
Hey.
So let's first rely on our intuition. We'll start from here and prove that none of us could have killed Byakuya. But to perform an autopsy on your friend, how cruel. But I have no choice, right? There's no way I could do something so decline, right?
I won't believe.
I won't believe it. Byakuya got killed. I don't believe that at all. Fine, I'm in.
You are right.
If we are to survive, this is our only path.
This is the worst.
Something like this is the only thing we can do in order to stay alive. Finding out who the killer is, that's our only hope for survival. Something like this is hope. Even so, I still gotta do it. Investigate. The first murder and the first investigation of the series! Woo! Kinda sucks that it's Byakuya, though. I will not let any of you become a victim. Becomes the first victim himself.
It's the Monokuma file! Hey!
Just as I thought, you amateurs need this, right? What the hell is a Monokuma
I
file?
don't like this.
Jeez, explaining the rules all the time really breaks my bones. Well, it's not like I have bones in the first place, like, don't even make me say such lame jokes.
Allow me to
Let's see!
explain.
The Monokuma file contains precise and detailed information regarding the dead body. I've brought it to you so you guys can smoothly proceed with the investigation. I'm such a nice guy. I'm so nice, I want to be known as Mother Teresa of the mascot world. Nice, you say? You're such a selfish meanie.
What's this?
My, Monami, the meaningless mascot. You're still here? Don't put me in the meaningless mascot genre. Come on, let's go. Your turn is already up. Hurry up and get the hell out of here. With me. Ouchie, don't pull my ears. They're gonna come off. They're finally gone. The Monokuma file, huh? Anyway, I guess I should look over that just in case. Monokuma file number 1. Byakuya Togami, dead. Cause of death: the victim's body was discovered in the dining hall of the old building near the Hotel Mariah. The estimated time of death is 11:30 p.m. The victim was repeatedly stabbed over 10 times between the throat and the abdominal region, resulting in death. Aside from that, the body has no other external injuries, and no chemicals such as poison were detected. So Byakuya is really dead. Damn it! You promised you wouldn't even be one of the victims. You promised there wouldn't be even one victim. Why are you end up being one? And now I'll never know what you were going to say to me. Oh yeah! About his past. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn for a long time, my life has been a living hell. It was inevitable that I would end up this way. In the end, what did he even mean? Could it be? Even so, if there really is a traitor, isn't that gosh darn awful? Pretending to be your ally and tricking you guys, it can't be helped that if someone like that gets killed, right? A traitor? No way, just because he said a lot of things, it doesn't mean he was the traitor. What am I thinking? Anyway, we need to carefully examine everything. That's right, I need to do it. If we're gonna survive this, then I need to do it. I have to prepare myself for the worst. Investigate. Under this very table, Byakuya was. But first, I should make it the top of the table. So the only thing on top of that table that really catches my eye is the desk lamp. It looks like an antique lamp, and it seems rather heavy. The power cord was connected to the outlet, so it must have been useless during the blackout. Other than that, there's nothing else on the table that really stands out to me. Now that there's no time. Now's not the time for me to flinch. I gotta do it. For that, I decided to encourage myself and quickly looked beneath the table. Immediately, I noticed an unexplainable smell like rusted iron hanging in the air. Enduring the stinging pain in the back of my eyes, I slowly shifted my gaze towards Byakuya's body. Byakuya Togami, the ultimate affluent prodigy. He was the kind of guy who said a lot of hurtful things, but he tried his best to lead everyone. Why did he have to end up like this? The only thing I can do right now, for Byakuya's sake, is to uncover the truth behind his death. Something stuck to the back of the table. Is this duct tape? That's duct tape with some sort of like luminescent, like he busted open a glow stick and put that under there so he'd be able to see it in the dark, or whoever the killer was would be able to see it in the dark, and taped the knife to it. There seems to be a paint applied to the non-sticky side of the duct tape. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be a glowing paint? Yep. Knife. A bloody knife. Is that the weapon that killed Byakuya? Hold on. How did the killer bring this knife into the dining hall in the first place? Byakuya thoroughly patted everyone down and thoroughly inspected every corner of this old building, and all the confiscated dangerous items were supposed to be placed in the Duralian case. It's possible they stole the knife from that case, or they hid it somewhere hard to find. Also, there's one more thing about this knife strange. Some kind of paint has been applied to the hilt. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could it be glowing paint? The knife has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, so now that... Night vision goggles. What is this? They look like binoculars, but... Why is there a pair of binoculars under the table? They're night vision goggles!
Hey,
Hajime, those aren't binoculars. What are they?
perhaps...
Those are probably night vision goggles. Night vision goggles? I've seen them in the supermarket on this island. They also stock self-defense kits too. If that's the case, did the killer use these night vision goggles to kill Byakuya during the blackout? It's been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh crap, no, stop it. Byakuya's body. The body is collapsed face down into the table, as if he was in the middle of attempting something. It looks like he was. According to the Monokuma file, he was repeatedly stabbed between the throat and the abdominal region. Repeatedly stabbed. One of us really do something so horrible? Blood stain. The blood flowing from Byakuya's body formed a huge pool under the table. There's a lot of blood. There's blood splattered everywhere. Even the inner side of the tablecloth is covered in blood. The blood might have splattered all over the place when he got stabbed, but there doesn't seem to be any drag marks leading from the blood pool. Blood stain under the table has been added to the bullet section of your handbook. I'm sure I've pretty much investigated what's under the table, despite the fact that it's just me. I'm working pretty hard. Even if it's just a little, I'm sure we're getting close to the truth behind Byakuya's death. I must investigate my classmate's body. Yes, I'm the one who has medical knowledge. That's why I need to do it. To do it somehow. Before you start, why don't you calm down a bit? You're right. I need to calm down first. I'm careless enough as it is. It's pretty obvious from how you fell earlier. I am terribly sorry about that. For showing you something so unsightly. You made me remember it again. To fool myself in front of everyone. Forget making a fool of yourself. How in the world did you end up like that? Could you stop making this scene so long? But well, I got startled when the blackout slipped on the carpet, and once I was struggling to get back up. It's so embarrassing. Please erase it from your memory. Even if you ask me, I won't be able to forget it so easily. Sorry. I can't stand it. Embarrassing pose has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. It's not a play, I believe it had Duralium. The last time I saw it. There's a taser in there! There's a taser, and there's rubber gloves. And nightstick and pepper spray. Okay, so Byakuya went for his case to get the night vision goggles. The Duralium case in the office and all the collected dangerous items were inside of it. If the key to that Duralium case is right there, then it's unlikely that the murder weapon used to kill Byakuya was taken from that case, which means the weapons of the Duralium case aren't related to Byakuya's murder. Even so, I still don't get it. Why did Byakuya have this Duralium case in the first place? A case packed with all of the security equipment. Maybe he was being extra cautious just in case? No, that can't be right. That's way too overboard. Could he have known something was going to happen beforehand? And all of that, he went to all the trouble to be extra careful. Duralium case has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Look, a huge table. There's nothing much of it out of the ordinary. A lot of fancy looking dishes. In the end, nobody really ate that much. I can't imagine these were related to the incident. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on?
Is that what you expected me to say? Because I feel terrible. 1 minute, Byakuya is alive and well, and all in an instant, something awful suddenly happens. Of course I'm not fine. And not obvious, and not only that, but whoever killed him was one of us, right? That hasn't been determined yet. It's already been determined. You already accepted it, haven't you?
This is the worst.
That we have to find out who the killer is, find out which friend killed our friend. I don't like it either, but we won't survive if we don't go through with it. It's not just for yourself. We have to do it to protect all of us. If I had only acted calmer during the blackout, Byakuya might still be alive.
This is the worst.
This whole thing would have never happened. Stop blaming yourself. Nothing good will come of it. Ah, jeez. Getting cheered up by a boy isn't like me at all. Hey, Hajime, forget about what I said. Got it? Yeah, that's fine, I got it. Anyway, I won't dwell on it for now. I can't become a burden to everyone. Plus, there might be a clue that only I have to access to. A clue?
Hey.
Photos, the ones I took just before the blackout, remember? Say cheese. Snap. Oh yeah, the pictures. Want to see them? I have a digital camera, so I can show them to you right now. Really? Please. This photo. Before the Byakuya was standing in a totally different place than where we found him. Wasn't his body under that table with the lamp on top of it? The one underneath the monitor? Prior to that, Byakuya was standing along the wall farthest away from the table. You're right, that's pretty far. There's something. Everyone in standing position before the blackout might be a huge cue. Hey, can you approximate everybody's standing position from these photos? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's hard to understand from the photos alone, so it might be better for me to plot it out. But wouldn't that actually provide a clue? I don't know yet, but I feel like it could.
Leave it to me.
Got it. Leave it to me, that's pretty much the only job I can do anyways. Thank you. Alright, now that's decided.
You better do your
You better
best.
work hard on your investigation too. How much longer are you planning to stand around?
Do you understand?
Do you understand what's going on? You gotta find out how Byakuya died. Yeah, I get it. I know, but it's good she's all fired up now, but she's a totally different person now than when she was feeling down. Oh, hellhound earring. Answer my call.
Impossible!
Is this effort futile as well? Hey, are you still looking for the earring you dropped? It's not just a mere earring, it's the hellhound earring. Long ago, in a faraway land, a beast known as Hellhound was feared by all, even by he who summoned it. Well, this certainly is random. The Hellhound tore its way through innumerable battlefields, its fangs glistening with blood, and his drenched blood-red fur would dry in the howling winds of loneliness. When I finally tamed the diabolical beast, I received an earring to commemorate that event.
Shiver!
The Hellhound earring. So that I may never forget the night I battled with the fearsome Pomeranian, I wear that earring at all times. Was that really about a friggin' Pomeranian? I understand it's important to you, but for now we need to investigate. Where is it? Where did it disappear to? Maybe it fell underneath the floor. The carpet didn't cover the whole floor. It might have fallen through the gaps between the exposed floorboards. So that's what transpired. Such a clever little bauble. Laughed uproariously as he walked toward the wall and pressed his head against the gaps in the floor and peered beneath the floorboards.
I can see it!
Ah, there it is! I have found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. It seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Good for you.
Let me
However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arms through the opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either. Then maybe you should give up?
What?
Give up? What? The world? I meant give up the earring. Fool! Have you not yet realized the world will come to an end if the human race were to lose that earring? You humans are so satisfied with clothing yourselves in layers of false knowledge.
Rich, you
But
will
even if all
die.
those layers, you still will not survive this winter. Why am I being so golden? It was foolish for me to rely on you fools. Fine, I should do something about it on my own. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go save the world. He wants that earring back by any means necessary. His determination is truly inspiring. But it'd be nice if he actually helped with the investigation. I think I've already figured out who it is. And if you guys have too, let me know in the comments down below. Because I think that I'm going to finish this investigation. I know I'm already at like 30 minutes. I'm going to finish this investigation in one episode, and I'm going to finish the class trial in the next. So, with I think that I'm going to do investigations the entire episode, and class trials the entire episode. Other episodes will be 15-20 minutes long. Where Byakuya was standing before the blackout is really... yeah, I already did that. I know. Alright, Nagano?
Hey,
Hey Hajime, there's something I want to run by you. Before the blackout occurred, Byakuya was standing in the dining hall with the rest of us, right? Yeah, that's right. And if Byakuya's dead body was discovered after the blackout, then don't you think he died during the blackout? Well, now that you mention it. But why was Byakuya under the table? Even if the killer tried to hide him, it's not like he would have stayed hidden forever. Isn't it confusing? You're absolutely right. It seems finding out what exactly happened during the blackout is key to solving the mystery. There's no way I'd know. It was so dark during the blackout I couldn't see anything.
that's not it.
Although if seeing was impossible, then there's a possibility someone might have heard something. Heard something? Are you talking about her? A remote control air conditioner. An air conditioner. Could it be? Hey, all of you, why can't you act a little more grown up? Beep beep. What was that sound just now? That's the air conditioner. Is probably the only machine inside the room. And the air conditioner is remote control. The timer is set to 11:30 p.m. I'm pretty sure Byakuyo's time of death was around that same time. If so, that means the mechanical sound from before the blackout is probably came from the air conditioner. My flashes of inspiration aren't as bad as I thought. Now then, where else should I investigate?
Hajime.
A moment? What is it?
Hey.
When you were finished with the here, would you like to hear what everyone else has to say together? If I go by myself, some people might not talk to me out of caution. Well, we've been told that one of us is the killer. It can't be helped if everyone's on edge right now. But why me? You're easy to talk to, and I feel like you have a sense similar to mine. We both harbor special feelings towards Peak Academy, isn't that right? Well, yeah, but fine. If we're going together, let's get on with it. There's no time for idle chit-chat.
Thanks.
I'm glad. It'll be a great help. Special feelings, huh? Even so, what he said about us being similar, I don't think I agree.
Now then.
I guess for now we should search the inside of this old building and listen to what others have to say. Not just the dining hall. I think we should consider this whole building the scene from the crime. After all, the blackout that took place at the time would have happened throughout the entire building. Yeah, you're right. Oh my god.
I see.
Apparently, a great man once said investigation should be done on foot.
Yes.
So that's why I'm also using my feet. I'm just walking around for no particular reason. I need a cushion. This chair is hard. Well, if there's no reason, then there's no meaning.
Hey.
Hey Hajime, I just realized something. Could she, by any chance, know what happened during the blackout? Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Are you serious?
How'd you know? So you did hear us, even though Hajime and I were talking pretty softly just now? Not only do I have perfect face, style, and personality, we also have perfect ears. I see. If your hearing is so good, maybe you heard what actually happened during the blackout. When the blackout happened, could you hear anybody's voice through the dining hall? We couldn't tell, but would you have been able to make out who's who, right? Just leave it to Ibuki. It'll be easy to. That's fried rice with gravy. Huh? Lolly lolly la. I'll heartedly eat it for breakfast. Oh, you mean it'll be like easy as pie, except eating fried rice with gravy for breakfast is kind of heavy. Any fried rice isn't fried rice with gravy is so wrong. She should make a metaphor with a more common type of fried rice, like egg fried rice or lettuce fried rice. Anyway, can you tell us what you heard?
I got it.
Leave it to me. I'm gonna take a bite out of you.
Yep.
If you tell us, I'll let you bite Hajime later. Stop it. What if she takes you seriously?
Aww.
Let's see. The first person who raised their voice during the blackout was... That's right. It was Mahiru.
It's a blackout.
Next, it was Kazuichi's voice. And then the next voice was mine.
I can't see anything.
It's pitch black. My future is pitch black.
What a nice remark I made. It's the point, and it has its own unique charm. Just to continue. Then there was more voices, one after the other. Everyone calm down. We gotta stay calm down in a situation like this.
Don't step on my feet.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is... Ow!
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Alrighty, that's pretty much it. Aren't I awesome? Praise me, give me lots of praise. I heard you the first time, seriously, don't get any closer. Hey Nagato, say something to her. Hey, did something happen? No, I was just thinking about the Byakuyo said during the blackout. What Byakuyo said?
Hey.
Why did he say something like that? Rather, why was he able to say that? What the hell was going on here? And this is... What do you mean? About that. Why don't we discuss it after we've investigated a little bit more? For now, I can't really say anything for certain. Well, it's not like I really care.
Yep.
Anyway, don't you think Ibuki's account just now is an important clue that will lead us to the truth? Then praise me. Let me bite you. Ouch, why are you really biting me? Ibuki's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Just a second, I'll be right back. I gotta get a cushion because my butt hurts. Okay. Sonya? There's something I want to ask you. What is it?
It is strange, no?
The only wall is a different color and material.
Perhaps.
Why is that? Oh, it's probably a fire door. Fire door? You've never seen one before? It's a door that shuts to keep fire from spreading by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right?
Yeah.
I see. So it's just like a barrier, like linking up plastic bottles around the house. That's only done to keep cats from getting in. You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about fire doors?
I am ashamed.
Truly, I am culturally ignorant. I am ashamed of myself. Fire door has been added to the bullet section of your handbook. Hey, were you in the kitchen during the blackout, Teru? That blackout totally startled me. At first I thought it was just in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out of the kitchen, the hallway was pitch black too. And then I heard everybody's voices, so I fumbled along the wall and tried to feel my way to the dining hall. But the place was pitch black too. It was like pitch black everywhere. Couldn't you have used that kitchen stove as a light?
No.
Oh, that's impossible. The gas stove needs electricity work, so it was directly affected by the blackout. I see, then I guess that's not possible. Since you work with fire in the kitchen, I figured you'd be able to use it as a light source or something, but I guess it's not that easy.
Hey,
Since we've come all this way, let's investigate this area just for the heck of it. There's a chance there might be some sort of clue here. Isn't it amazing that meat is so big? Even I was shocked. It's a
Guess
dish
that's
fit
about
for a
it.
tropical island. I'd never be able to get meat like this in Aoma or Azabu. I'd never be able to get meat like this in my hometown, much less Aoma or Azabu. I get it. You don't have to repeat yourself, but it's so big. Where did you get it? I asked Nekumaro. Apparently he killed the cow at the ranch with his bare hands and brought it over. His bare hands? That's a little hard to believe, but it doesn't seem completely impossible either. Those hands of his, they look like they specialize in punching things. I wouldn't want to get punched by those hands. Seriously, Nekomaru is so wild. He's totally right at home in a country setting. I'm so jealous. My hometown is near Aoma and Azabu. So wild country things like that, they slip my mind a lot, you know?
man.
I guess that meat has gone to waste since this awfulness happened right when the party started. The only one who ate dishes were Akem and Peko, who took some portions for herself. Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, only 2 people actually tasted them? Well, it's not like I actually believe it, but if there really is a killer out there, I'll probably never be able to forgive that killer. He's scary when he's mad. Ah, excuse me. Well, just from reading this, it looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. It appears to have been brought from outside. Then how did the killer get past Byakuya's body check?
Weird.
Strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't even go easy on the girls when he was performing the pat-downs. If that's the case, they probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere.
Hey,
Still, it's surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. There are iron plates for barbecuing and even a portable stove for cooking hot spots. But this is all stuff that doesn't pertain to the murder, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I agree.
you're right.
Yeah, sure thing. How come Byakuya was able to say something like that in the darkness? Like, what the hell? What's going on here? Or this is... It makes me wonder. Alright, so I have 2 suspects in mind.
Wow.
My hands were full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. It even has cobwebs. There's no way I could stay in here for a long time. These tablecloths look like they haven't been used yet. I guess there's nothing strange here. There's a huge piece of cloth randomly shoved in here.
Perhaps.
Is this a tablecloth? Oh, a tablecloth. Wait, huh? Hold on, there's something on it. This is a bloodstain.
Huh?
Bloodstain. Come here, take a closer look. It's so dark I can't really see that clearly. There's no mistaking it. This is clearly a bloodstain, which means the tablecloth connected to Byakuya's murder, right? If that tablecloth has a bloodstain on it, then it's a possibility. Seriously, it is a bloodstain. There's an awful lot of boxes. We don't have time to go through each and every one of them. I guess I should leave them alone.
Yep.
A wise decision.
Wow.
My hands are, okay, so I already... These irons? It looks like they were recently turned on, but why? There are 3 irons in this ironing board. Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. When I was looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I also found the irons, but when I found them, all 3 of them were turned on. Turned on?
Yep.
It'd be bad if another blackout happened, so I turned them off, but it doesn't feel like... But doesn't it feel kind of sinister?
Hajime.
How much longer are you going to stay in this dark place? You're just wasting your time. Let's move on and investigate the other places already. Hmm? Ah, I get it, you're right. Someone appears to be inside. It's a unisex bathroom. I don't know who's actually in there.
Hey!
Is someone in there? We knocked on the door and tried calling out to whoever was on the other side, but there's no response. This is going nowhere. I guess we should give up and check on that later. Yeah, you're right.
Hajime.
The old building circuit breaker could be inside this office. Should be inside this office. Circuit breaker, huh? It might be related to the blackout. So it's better if we check the circuit breaker first. That must be the old building circuit breaker. The blackout probably happened because of this.
I see.
It doesn't look like someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either. The circuit breaker is pretty high up. Even if you use a stepladder, you wouldn't reach it. Yeah, I totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. Well, during the blackout, I was panicking so bad I forgot about that. But you're right. Even with a stepladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach that circuit breaker. Which means someone must have reset the breaker after the blackout. But who? I did it. It's here.
Actually,
You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout, so I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker. By the way, I'm not the one who tripped the breaker. The killer did that, of course. But how does someone as small as you reset the breaker?
Hey,
Well, firstly, my eyes work real good at night, so I have no trouble seeing in the dark. And if you want to know how I reach a circuit breaker, my body stretches. You know, I'm very elastic. Liar! I'm serious. Want to see? Want to see my version of Monokuma with his body all stretched out? It's gross. It's grotesque. No thanks. Just imagining it makes me want to puke. Oh, really? Such a shame. Still, don't you think Monokuma's a nice guy? In popularity contest, he'd take first place.
I see.
What the hell? He does so he doesn't reset the breaker. Well, in that case, I'm convinced there's no way we'd be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? Why are my ears crooked? There we go. If they didn't trip it, or set it to be tripped, this is a uranium case. It should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected.
Hey.
Maybe we should check inside just to be safe, but it's locked.
Yep.
Byakuya had the key to the particular derailed case with him. Check it out. I brought it with me to see if there's no need to worry. Hey, is it okay to take the key without permission?
Now.
It's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene, but if we don't, we can't check inside the case, right? So I should open it. This guy doesn't feel any remorse. Click.
See?
See, it's open. 4 knives, 4 kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools are crammed inside. But it's not possible the killer took anything from here, because the keys to this case was inside the case Byakuya had with him. I guess you're right about that.
maybe...
Hey, isn't Pico the killer? Why do you think that?
I mean...
Well, she wandered off somewhere even though she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I went to the office right away, but when I got here, she was gone.
Well...
I shouldn't say this too loudly, or else Miss Sonia will yell at me. Pico's probably the one who tripped the circle breaker and used the blackout in her advantage to kill Byakuya. And don't you think she looks kind of ruthless too, like an assassin, right? Well, it's not like you look any better. That is the truthful section of your handbook. I can already tell. You doubt me, correct? Huh? However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed.
Anyway.
The circuit breaker is in the office, naturally. I look suspicious since I was supposed to be here.
Wait!
Supposed to be here? Does that mean...
I see.
So I was right, you weren't in the office. But why? Weren't you supposed to be on guard at the circuit breaker to the rallying crew with the weapons in it?
Huh?
So where'd you run to on your own? Well, that is... Pico suddenly dropped to one knee and started groaning on the spot. Hey, what happened? No, I'm not feeling too well. I apologize, but excuse me.
What the heck?
Excuse me, what was that? Pico, it appears the bathroom inside the old building is currently occupied, so I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage. Huh? It seems like it would be a tough path. With cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Pico wobbled out the office. What happened to her? It's kind of hard for me to say it myself. I already feel bad for Pico as it is. What does that mean?
Huh?
I mean, is it cool? Did she like run away or something?
That's right!
Because if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. I'm almost positive. Is that what it is? It's remote control for the office air conditioner. Huh? The timer is set to 11:30. Wasn't the timer of the air conditioner in the dining hall also set for that time? It can't be a coincidence, right?
Now then.
Now then, I guess we're done in the office, don't you think so? We should get going now.
Yep.
Okay, it looks like you pretty much finished looking around this whole building.
Hey.
How about we check Byakuya's cottage? Byakuya's cottage?
Yep.
There might be some clues there, so I thought it'd be a good to check out just in case. But I was scared I might encounter some danger if I went there by myself. Well, I don't really mind going there, but aren't you worried about the possibility that I might be the danger? You mean I am worried about you being the killer? To be honest, I don't think you're the killer. In fact, I can't even imagine it. It's like, instead of living with doubts in others, it's so much better to die believing in others. Don't talk like that. We're going to do this so we can live, you
I
know.
see.
As I thought, you sure are strong. You are definitely the chosen one. Chosen by Hope Peak Academy.
Alright.
Alright, then let's get going to Byakuya's cottage. Yeah, I don't know why, but every time we talk, I don't really know how I'm supposed to react. I might not be able to know this strange scene unfolding before me.
Hey.
What are you doing? What am I doing, you say? Ha! Now that is truly a foolish question.
We're just checking to see if we can get under the floor from here.
Under the floor?
Who said it was futile? Who decided it was impossible? How did you know I cannot recover my earring?
If it is possible to get under the floor, it'll change our understanding of the murder, I think. So I thought it was important to check it.
I see. See?
Come on, think about it.
Hey.
The carpet I laid out didn't reach the table where we found Byakuya's body, right? And the dining hall floor had huge gaps between the floorboards. Then is it possible the killer killed Byakuya by stabbing him from beneath the floor?
Yep.
That's what I thought, so I'm trying to see if I can get under it from here. Well, I guess it's not possible to get under the floor from outside. The building is surrounded by firm fences, so there's no way to sneak under the floor from here.
What?
Even so, I couldn't find a way to get under the floor from inside the building either. Do you think there's a possibility that there's a hidden hole somewhere?
Wow.
No, that's not possible. Are you sure? At any rate, it seems like you can't get under the floor from outside the building. That's a relief. Relief? Why? Because if you could get under the floor from outside, there'd be only one logical suspect, the only person who didn't come to the party, and also doesn't have an alibi. Oh, right, Fuyuhiku.
So...
I suspected him too. That's why I was checking to see if that's possible to get under the floor from outside.
Well?
Speaking of which, not long after I began guarding the entrance, Fuyuhiku came here. Huh? He did?
Huh?
Huh? What happened to Fuyuhiku? Oh, hey, what are you doing here, all alone in a place like this?
Yep.
I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come on inside. How vigilant of you.
Hey.
You're not coming to the party?
What are you saying?
Hell no, not even if you paid me. Parties are stupid, they make me want to puke. So you want to come to the party, right? Isn't that why you came here? Of course not. I was just going for a damn walk. What? Do I have to report every time I want to go for a fucking walk?
That's wrong.
No, it's not like that, but... Then leave me alone. And then he just left. So what happened? Why did he come here?
See?
He probably wants to be part of the group, but he cannot be honest about it. He believes he's different from everyone else, and that's why he's always alone.
Hey.
He's like the main character of an RPG. Have you played those before? Huh? When did we start talking about video games? Out of the truthful section of your handbook.
I see.
Even though we don't really know what he's thinking. I don't think we have any reason to doubt him.
I'm glad.
That's relief, I'm glad. You keep saying you're glad, but we have no idea who the killer is. Well, I guess for now, we should just stick to the plan and head over to Byaku's college. As long as the probability is greater than 0, that will suffice. I will most assuredly reclaim the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. It seems he has no intention of investigating. What the hell? Didn't I tell you to leave me alone? That's not happening. Didn't you hear Monokuma's announcements? Of course I did. Apparently Byaki is the one who got killed. So what? What did you say? Do you think I'm the killer? Think whatever you want. I'm used to being mistrusted. That's not why I'm... Whatever, just tell me what you're doing while everyone else is at the party. Checking my alibi, huh? Well, I don't have one. I was just chilling in my cottage all by myself during that time. The whole time? Because Chiaki said she saw you in front of the old building.
Shut up!
Nosy bitch.
Jeez.
It's true, I went for a little walk and then just by chance I ended up passing by the old building. Were you really going for a walk? Don't tell me you were actually trying to join the party.
Don't fuck with me!
Why the hell would I do that? It's a coincidence. A coincidence! Alright, I got it. Dumbass. Why am I so much shorter than everybody else?
Alright.
Now then, we must head over to Byaku's cottage. If you get lost, check the map for the student handbook. It's locked.
Hey.
Guess we needed to ask him for help. And so Nagato took a deep breath.
Hey!
Hey Monokuma.
Did you call me?
Yeah? Did you call me? Nagato, when did you train Monokuma? Hey Monokuma, I was wondering if you can do us a favor. There's something we want to investigate.
What's this?
Hey, who are you talking to? That's just my afterimage. When I get serious, my afterimage is unleashed. I can even play soccer by myself as long as I have this cloning technique. Though it'd be boring to play alone. I don't have time for this. Just hurry up and open Byaku's cottage already.
Well...
This is for the class trial. It's something we really need. For the class trial?
This is
If it's not for the class trial, there's no way I can refuse. Oh, if it's for the class trial. Now then, there's only one spell that can open these doors.
Loose.
Whack.
I'll leave
See?
the rest
I've unlocked
to
the door.
you.
Now you can investigate to your heart's content. Why does it open with a magic spell?
Jeez.
It's probably powered by electricity. At any rate, that performance is a waste of time. I see. I guess we should go inside then.
You're right.
Yeah, I guess you're right. There's an envelope on the table. It's a letter someone sent to Byakuya?
That's weird.
There's no sender. That looks pretty suspicious.
Hajime.
Hajime, you should check what's inside. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. This is a crime warning. No, it says be careful. It's probably a threatening letter. Regardless, who would send something like this? Maybe this is why Byakuya suddenly decided to throw a party. Huh? The first kill will happen tonight because someone made this threat by to Byakuya. He gathered everyone in one area and was extremely cautious about all the dangerous items. He was trying to create a scenario in which everyone could monitor each other. He thought if he did that, nobody would be able to kill anyone. So he believed this crazy letter. He couldn't ignore the possibility of this happening even if it was in a worst-case scenario. God dang! Remember what Byakuya kept saying? How he wouldn't let anyone become a victim? He couldn't overlook the slim possibility just to keep his promise. Then why did he keep it a secret? If he had just told us,
Nope.
he probably couldn't. He probably thought that was just a worst case scenario. What do you mean? If everyone knew what was in this letter, whether it's a lie or not, everyone would have likely begun to doubt each other. So Byakuya tried to do something about this all by himself without telling anyone.
Yep.
His strong sense of responsibility is the only explanation I can think of. Anyway, whoever sent Byakuya this letter also killed him. Is that what you're saying?
Sorry.
No, this could be a prank and it might have had nothing to do with Byakuya's dead after all. Who said he suddenly became really quiet? I see, he doesn't want to believe one of us could be a killer. But still, we've come all the way here, and it's the only thing I can think of. The person who wrote this letter murdered Byakuya. If that's the case, that person completely predicted how Byakuya would react once he received it, right? They planned to manipulate Byakuya and kill her right before our eyes. In that old building. Who the hell would do that? Murder threat has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey.
Hajime, there's probably not much time left until the class trial starts, probably. Which reminds me, you asked my hero for a favor earlier, right? Yeah, I wanted her to find out where everybody was standing just before the blackout. She's probably finished by now. You're coming with me, right? Sorry, that's all you. Huh? I need some time alone. I'd like some time to collect my thoughts. I see, I understand.
Hey.
Also, if you're going back to the old building, you should hear what Mikan had to say as well. I think the results of our autopsy should be ready by now.
Bye now.
I'll see you later. I wonder, he was pretty pale, I wonder if he was okay, but now is not the time for me to worry about Nagito. There isn't much time left, I better hurry over to the old building. I feel so light-hearted right now. I've been reborn. I have no intention of losing anymore. Losing to who? I won't lose to anyone, not even to my past self. That sounds cool and all, but why are you even talking about it? What? I don't know who was behind it, but someone tried to make a Some scoundrel was occupying the bathroom before the party was about to start. Now that you mention it, you said something like that shortly after the party started. I've been trying to use it many times before, it just won't open at all.
Jeez.
However, if you think I'd be angered by something like that, you've all but underestimated my nerve and patience. Do all and achieve all with one perspective in mind. That is the goal of a true leader. In other words, a leader must never falter in any situation, but always have the presence of one's mind. He says that, but I'm pretty sure he was shaken up by the whole ordeal. Oh well, best not to go into it. Anyway, so you're saying the bathroom door was shut from before the party started to after the blackout?
So what I
And the
mean
bathroom was
is...
finally unoccupied after Byakuya's body was found. That's how long that lasted. What he said sounds stupid and irrelevant, but I should remember just in case. Anyway, I keep, saying stuff about Byakuya. Byakuya was in the first game, and he was one of the 4 or 5 people to survive. The only thing on top of this table that really catches... I did not click on that. I clicked on... You! Mikan. If you'd like, I can tell you a little bit of what I wanted to say. Did you find out anything? I tried with reason to perform an autopsy on Byakuya's body, and I discovered that there were several puncture wounds around Byakuya's chest and abdominal region. Deep wounds, deep enough to reach his lungs and internal organs. It can be assumed that a very thin, sharp object within about 5 millimeters in diameter was used to stab him over and over again, which is what I believe. Wah! Hey, are you okay? I'm sorry. I was talking about it made me sad. No need to push yourself. I mostly got the gist of what you wanted to say. I'm sorry. Still, around 5 millimeters in diameter, huh? Isn't that pretty thin? Isn't that as thin as an ice pick? Or an awl? Or a skewer?
Hey,
Wander off to. I wasn't wandering. I was investigating as much as I could. I see. Well, if you weren't slacking off, then I guess it's fine. So, did you find anything? Yeah, sorta. You don't sound too sure. Well, just take a look at this. told me, using the 2 photos to look for the blackout. I tried to pinpoint where everyone was standing. When I did, this diagram was the result. I made this diagram for analyzing those photos, so I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Just as I thought, Byakuya was standing from a far distance. It's impossible. There's no way that he'd be able to move that far during the blackout. Huh? What's this line extending from the table where Byakuya was killed? Oh, that's the desk lamp. I drew the power cord for it just in case. The power cord for the desk lamp. If that cord is extending from the table where Byakuya was killed, that means...
Hey,
So did you find something? It's not clear to me yet, but I guess you're right. I didn't really understand it myself when I was drawing it. I have a feeling that that's either a potential clue or just a waste of labor. No, it wasn't a waste at all. Huh? It's not clear to me yet, but there's no mistake that a clue is hidden here. An extremely important clue. Bing bong.
Alrighty, guys, it's finally time. That's right, it's time for the long-awaited class trial.
I wonder where this one will take place.
Now then, I shall tell you all the meeting place. At the central island of Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it. That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon.
A mountain with a carving of Monokuma's face at the central island. Oh! Oh, okay. Monokuma Rock. Huh?
Are you kidding
Hey,
me?
what the heck is that mountain? When did that get here? Never mind that. How did they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma?
no way.
That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all this. You mean what Byakuya said before, right?
You are right.
Byakuya, we still needed his knowledge. I still can't believe he's dead. Byakuya, 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 Byakuya. What happened to Gundam and Fuyuhiko? Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
Got it!
Oh, I know, they probably ran away.
No way!
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'd let them escape, you know? Look, I dragged this one back over here.
Don't fuck with me!
I'm telling you, let me go.
Hey!
Hey now, if you keep acting violent, I might eat you up.
Hey!
Hey, Fuyuhiko, where were you during all this?
Huh?
Nothing, I was really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard the fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyways?
You.
How can you say something so
you
irresponsible?
understand?
We've been doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait!
Mahiro, that's enough. You too, Fuyuhiko. Darkness. And I guess we're waiting for Gundam?
What happened?
I am right here.
Now
Remember
then,
this as
let
well.
us begin.
A main character arrives when he intends to. Huh?
Hey,
It seems you noticed it too. If I did, then I'm right.
Well now.
Alright, now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field. Please wait a second.
What's this?
My Mommy. What are you doing here? Nobody asked for you.
What?
Do you actually want to join in?
You masochistic
You want to taste how
mascot.
powerless you are in this class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought.
Special bleeding
Oh well, I'm Big
service.
Brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation.
See ya
I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys to hurry over.
Huh?
Doors will come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles.
What's going on?
They mentioned something about a big secret entrance, was it? Secret entrance.
Blah, 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 blah.
That was no help.
Well,
In an RPG video game, it's common for a secret entrance to be underground, comparing a situation to a video game.
so annoying.
Jeez, how boring. Whatever, let's get inside already. I don't give a fuck. That fat pig is dead. Who cares, seriously?
Be happy!
You humans have been spared.
This is the worst.
We gotta find the killer. If we don't, we're the ones who are gonna get killed. wondering about Gundam too, right? You too, huh?
Why?
This is definitely strange. Why is this happening? Why do we have to find the killer? Pico, are you doing okay? You look like you weren't feeling too well earlier.
No.
Don't worry about it. I appreciate your concern, however. There are other things we should be focusing on. This is our battle to avenge Byakuya, but I feel quite disheartened.
Ah.
Let's stop this bad joke. Why don't we have dinner instead?
That's weird.
What happened, Hajime? Are you scared? Seriously, you're such a wuss. Seriously, I don't like you.
That is...
A huge organization, so my kingdom has been cast in doubt. However, I do not think my government would participate in something like this.
Damn it!
I don't want to go. Is there any way I can run away from this? Alright, I'm gonna end this episode here. The next episode will probably be about as long as this one, or if not longer, about an hour. Because it will be the class trial. I'm sorry, I did not know that this episode was going to take that long, but I didn't really want to, cut into the investigation. So, anyway, we had our first murder, our first investigation, and then the next episode we're going to have our first class trial. I'm excited. I love the first game. I already love this one. I'm already starting to connect with a few of the characters. Some of them I don't like. Some of them hope they survive, but, in the last game, it seemed like every single character that I'd gotten to, I was like, I like this character. They died. And then be like, alright, they died, that sucks. Hey, this character's pretty cool too. Then they would die. Be like, well, I like this character too. Then they would die. It's just like, I don't want to get connected to any more characters, but I really can't help it. Anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like this video, punch that like button, and while you're at it, go ahead and punch that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later. What do you mean it should have changed? Ah! Black. What?
Shutterstock music.
Ah!
1 hour later.
Black. Black. Red. Red.